Hi, welcome to Feathers of Wisdom. I'm Stacy, the Black Feather Intuitive. This week I thought we'd talk about the concept of trust. I think just about everyone has had an experience where they've had their heart broken or they've been really hurt. Their heart's been hurt. And it doesn't necessarily need to be through a romantic relationship. Your heart can be hurt by a parent, a sibling, a friend, even a total stranger, where your heart is hurt. And one of the things that I've noticed is when I've been hurt, I automatically put walls up to protect myself. I've got a wall around my heart. I've got a wall around my body. My body language says that I'm hurt or I'm not trusting. I'm really nervous. And the only way that we can actually move forward into love and into our highest and best lives, speaking our truth and living our passions and following our purpose, is to remain open and to have an open heart. So how do you remain open when really all you want to do is go, oh my God, I don't ever want to feel like this again, and I'm just going to do everything I possibly can to make sure it doesn't happen? Kind of counterintuitive, right? We are protecting ourselves, but yet we need to stay open in order to move forward and grow through these experiences that we have. So I thought this would be a good topic to ask some divine guidance for. So I'm going to shuffle up the deck. And let's see what pops. There's a card. Oh, there's two cards. I'll take the first one that popped out there. Possibilities, number 2. Okay, so the first thing that I'm drawn to here is the eagle. Let's talk about the eagle for a second. The eagle soars high above the sky, high above the mountains, high above our skyscrapers, high above our houses and subdivisions, and it has, what we say, the bird eye view. It has eagle eye vision. It can see things that we cannot. It can be so high up and see, food, whatever that happens to be for that eagle, way, way, way down. And it knows how to go and get it and gets the target, gets the bullseye. So it really is about having an eagle's perspective. And what this means for me is when you have been hurt and you've had that situation where you want to put your guard up, take a step back and go into the perspective of the eagle. Go into the eagle eyes perspective. Raise yourself above the scenario and the situation and see if you can look at the situation from the point of view of an eagle eye, and looking over it. It gives you a bigger picture about what is going on. Another thing I'm getting here too, I'm really drawn to the number 2 in particular, is whenever there is a situation where you've been hurt, there's always another person. There's 2 people. There's you and one other person, or more. But there's always 2 different sides to the story, 2 different sides of the coin. And it's really important for you, even though you're hurt and you're feeling that, it's important that you take a step back and try and see the perspective of the other person. See their point of view. Walk a mile in their shoes, as they say. That's really important, and that goes along with the eagle eye vision that I'm receiving here, is so that you can get a better idea of what is going on. Even though you're hurt, even though that you just don't want to ever feel that pain again, you're not going to be able to move forward and let it go until you can actually see it for what it is. And the card itself is possibilities. And this is really important, a very important angle to look at it, because every scenario, every situation that you have offers you different possibilities. You have the choice to react versus respond. You can make a choice to go right instead of left. There are always possibilities. There are always options that you can take, no matter what the situation or scenario is. So when you're feeling hurt and you're feeling victimized and you're feeling like, oh my God, I don't want to feel this anymore, and I never want to go down this road again, there is always a different possibility. It always opens up the door for possibility. And the very first thing I'm getting is it's always a possibility for growth. It's always a possibility to grow closer together with that person to move through that lesson. Or if it's not about growing closer with that person, it's about growing closer to yourself, knowing yourself well, setting proper boundaries for yourself, saying, okay, what do I need to do? What steps do I need to take to make sure that doesn't happen, while still remaining open in my heart to other people coming into my life? Because that was one person, one scenario. That doesn't mean that every person in that scenario is going to do the same thing to me or have that same effect on me. Also, the message that I'm getting here is about making sure that you take each person at face value. Not every person is going to be thinking the same thing, wanting the same thing. Each person is going to be coming to you with a different element that you need to explore in your life. And different elements, if you think about alchemy, you have different elements, you need different chemicals that come together and they create a different reaction or a different response. Each individual being is a different makeup of chemicals. So you're not always going to get the same response or the same reaction, between two people. It can be totally different. So really taking people at face value and paying attention to what the possibilities are for you when you are dealing with a situation where you're hurt. And how can you move forward in that? By taking the eagle-eyed perspective on the situation, stepping into the other person's point of view as well, and then coming out with a well-rounded, more open vantage point and viewpoint and perspective on the situation. And that will help you to know how to move forward. And obviously you always want to move forward in love. Sometimes it feels hard to do that, but that really is a very, very good direction to go, is always viewing situations through the filter of your heart. And hopefully that will help you to keep your heart nice and open. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys all have a great week. See you next time.